Mm-hmm. There goes the gear. I'm not even taking it into the back room because a lot of that shit has to roll out next weekend. And it rolled out the previous 2 weekends. New dirt bike tires. Got home, those were here. Yeah, what's up, you guys? Craig, High Desert Outdoor RC. Oh, look at the build table. It's clean. No way. Nothing on the build table. That has been full for like, God, it took me 5 months to get that nitro buggy together. And sometimes, man, before you move on, you just gotta, it just felt like talking about where I'm at with this here thing, see? So, shoot, man, let's just do it, man. Wow. Where to begin, dude? Right here. Here's a new MP10 Kyosho Nitro buggy. I just ran it last weekend. It's Sunday. I ran it yesterday and Friday. Well, no, I didn't run it Friday. I'm lying. I got there Friday. So, it was great. What can I say, man? I just wanted another nitro buggy, you know? Another... So, what we got here? What makes this special? I did a carbon front shock tower, my usual aluminum front hubs, and I just threw in a new Savox servo. I just pulled out a brand new high-tech that seems to be already screwed over. Such is the hobby, though, man. And we got a Reds 521 RC Renew modified, race modified for improved gas mileage. Did great, you know. You send these engines off to get oil bathed in, and then when you get them back, the instructions are to idle a tank and then figure eight a tank. I idled 2 tanks and figure eighted a tank, and then just threw a small tune on it, and it was great. It did very good. It had plenty of power, and I was very happy with it. I got a 4-shoe Reds clutch on there. What do we got? We got that Works pipe. This Works pipe's killer. I like the stinger just points way out. The other pipes I use, just the Reds pipes, they just have shorter stingers, and they're more pointed back towards, like, you know, like that way more. This one goes out that way, so I wish all my pipes were like that one. So, yeah, man, just a great buggy. The Kyosho MP10 is just a great nitro buggy, you know. Race proven platform, same design for a long time, and it drove just like my 5-year-old build over here, my very first nitro buggy. 4.5 years. I built that thing about 4.5 years ago. So it's chilling, it's fine. I had to take a bit of gear out of it. In this buggy, I have a Triton L3 engine from Lance Heidman at RC Renew. He's not making the Tritons anymore. So, yeah, just gonna have to use that as a practice engine. And just, since he's not making them anymore, which means there won't be any pistons and sleeves and stuff for that, so treat that with respect, and just have some fun with it. So I have 2 nitro buggies. I'm really happy about that. Just going to races with 2 buggies is just a good deal, you know. I mean, who the hell knows what you're gonna break? So, plus I have lots of parts by now. You know, I'm going on my 4th year of collecting my Kyosho stuff, and I feel like I'm pretty stocked in parts, so going to races should be good. Here we got Weird Al. This is the MP9 Evo e-buggy, available on AMain. This is a great RTR e-buggy. I run this every Wednesday at a very loose track, and so I got the Badlands on there. It does really well. I put these bullet connectors on. The middleman was getting very hot and the damn thing was shutting off. So other than that, this e-buggy has been awesome. A lot of fun. You know, I use the same stock controller, stock everything, throw it in one of my vintage suitcases, and I'm off to a run. We got the e-truggy. A lot of fun. Whoa, these things are getting real popular, boy. Everybody loves these things. I do too, man. These are a lot of fun. I do a little shock job there, but on the Kyosho e-truggies, you have to run buggy cans. You can't put like a long truggy can motor in here. You have to run the shorter buggy cans, but it's been fine. You know, it's really fun. Damn, what can you say about electric truck, man? It is extremely fun times, you know, super fun. A lot of dudes are getting them. There's my transponder in it. It's a freaking popular deal, man. Dudes are building those left and right. So that's a good addition. A lot of runtime with that one. I call that one Edward Scissorhands. Or no, this is Ted Danson. Danson, D-A-N-S-C-I-N, like it's dancing. This is Edward Scissorhands, my nitro truck. Yep. So I got this apart right now, just getting it back together. Just some of the gear there. Hey, nitro truck, enough said. Fun times. And Ralph Macchio. The e-buggy. So I haven't been entering my e-buggy at races or anything, but I've been driving the shit out of it. I'll bring the e-buggy and practice with it, just without like the transponder. I'll just throw it down for practice runs when I go to different tracks. I've done that a couple times now. I'll just bring the e-buggy, and lately I've kind of just been entering nitro classes up at big races. Mostly because I feel like I need the practice, you know. I need to do nitro under pressure. When I start to get better at tuning and fighting nitro problems to where they're like, you know, like I can get through them quickly, then I'll probably actually start entering a couple electric classes again. The reason why I'm just concentrating on nitro classes is just because I need the experience. I need the experience. If I even run one nitro class, I want it to be fun, and I need to work on my tuning a lot. And so I just say I'm just gonna go and run all nitro at races right now, just to get a big helping of all that shit coming at you, man, to solve those nitro problems. And it's been going good. You know, I'll go up there and just shoulder tap people to set me down and to pit me and everything, and that's like, I don't know, it's just what I do up there. And, you know, just freaking do it all out of the back of my truck, and it's great. But at some point I will start entering electric classes again, yeah. But I bring this bad boy up to races, practice with it. I did the same thing with that. I just, you know, brought it to practice the track with, just to not have to, you know, worry about, you know, getting your engine warm and shit. You can just go out and throw a car down. So having the electric cars is a really damn good deal. Even if I'm not entering the classes right now, I will. And in the meantime, they're just really fun to practice with and learn to track with. So moving on to all this gear. What the hell's going on over here? What do we got going on here? Well, so let's just go down kind of my current engine status. Let's just eliminate them. Let's do a shootout. This is a Red's R5R Racer. This engine's about as old as my first nitro buggy, so it's going on you know, about 4.5 years old. It's got low compression now. I threw up a video of me not finishing a main race, and I think, I don't know, I might have got this thing too hot. And when I went to do my next race, we didn't even survive. Set him down and quiet. I couldn't even get off the line. I just kept flaming. So I had to walk away from that event, which sucked. But that's what happens sometimes. It just would have kept flaming. So what am I going to do? I have a killer engine guy, Lance, at RC Renew. I talked to him on the phone a couple weeks ago for a pretty long time. He called me up with some questions. We ended up talking for a while. And I already got some stuff back from him, and I'm going to send him some more stuff, you know. And a good 2 years went by without me sending him anything. I just sent him like my first batch from a few years ago, and then it was quiet since then. But now I'm ramping back up. Really trying to stomp a mud hole in my nitro program and get some shit done. So, alright, so what can I do with this R5? I've had this piston and sleeve for the R5R Racer for a long time. So I could pull this old shit out of there, throw in this piston pin, throw in a couple of these clips, and this Conrod. So boom, boom, and boom, and boom will go in this R5. Alright, fair enough. Let's see, we got a 721 here. So 721's killer. It's a very good engine. I've been railing on this thing for a couple years now. Honestly, it's probably due for something. So I'm actually gonna take kind of a gamble at my next race, my next big race in Idaho. I'm gonna throw this in, I think, almost with the intention of just freaking sending it to hell. I mean, I'm not trying to kill it, and I'm gonna check temps, but I want to be hot, I want to be screaming, and if this can survive Idaho, like, cool, because after Idaho will kind of be towards the end of the season anyway. And I got here a piston sleeve, Conrod, piston pin, everything for the 721. So I could just throw this back in here, get these both re-racked up, send them back to Lance, get them oil bathed, and they'll be brand new engines. Here's the 723 Truggy that I've had for a couple years still. It's kicking, man. It's doing really well, you know. I haven't bought a piston sleeve and Conrad replacement for that. I suppose I could, but I just went ahead and had him oil bath me in this bad boy right here anyway, you know. So we got a race modded 723 right here, ready to go. So we got the blackhead design here. Yeah, man, bitchin', right? So, you know, hey, backup artillery. Just keep coming. I'll just, you know, keep running that, and then like that, well, I don't know, figure it out. But sometimes it's hard to tell like where you're at with your nitro engines. I think I might just start doing new piston sleeve and Conrods at the beginning of each season, and I don't know, we'll see. We got a Works B5 here that I sent out to him. Have him take a look at it. Unfortunately, I think I killed it. It was going great. I actually never even ran this Works B5 that much, but I went in to inspect it, just look at it on the inside like I do with all my engines, and the head button was all pitted, and the piston and sleeve don't look too hot. So something got in there or something. Yeah, the top of the piston's all scored. Yeah, and then the head button is all blistered out, so something happened in here. And Lance told me, Craig, yeah, she's a dunner. So unfortunate. It was killer. I mean, I did get to run it a few times, but really, honestly, this thing was in hibernation for a long time. I didn't run it for almost a good shoot, like at least, I don't know, I just bypassed it at least for one complete season. I didn't even do anything with it. Got it back out to run it some and just did something. So alright, we got a Nova here. I'm curious about these Nova engines, so I wanted to pick one up, man. I do this shit with one hand. It's hard sometimes. Let's see what we get with the Nova engine. Nova engines. This engine has been projected and developed. Okay, cool. Get your stickers. And an extra head shim. Nice. And the carb comes separate. The bad boy itself comes with a glow plug. So I was just curious about these, you know, like, who isn't, man? And when I was talking to Lance, I kind of asked him about him, and he's like, I don't know, haven't done one yet, so I'm just send one off to him, get it oil bathed in, and put it on the track, man, and see what she can do. So, yeah. I would consider this Nova engine as kind of a budget engine. It was under $300. It seems like a lot, but that kind of is a budget engine as far as the nitro goes. And then I picked up the OS TS21 as a backup for Hank Hill. This will also go to Lance for an oil bath break-in. So I'm excited about that. Get like a really bitchin' killer engine in the nitro short course truck there, named Hank Hill. So I got to put a new spur gear in there, but the nitro short course truck's a lot of fun. So yeah, man, just got engines and shit, and just railing on through a gnarly program. It's going very well. Just felt like I hadn't talked for a while about it, but mostly I'm just, when I go to races, I'm just trying to concentrate on running nitro just to learn it better. So yeah, I know I said that, but I'm excited about that. It's fun, you know. It's a fun thing to I don't know, I feel like I talk to more people at races because I'll need help with stuff. Like, dudes will watch me trying to tune and they'll walk up and shit, and it's just cool. It just, I feel like needing that help a lot of the time, it just brings people together. It's a lot of fun. So what I'm doing right here is I'm just throwing a new clutch on this 723, and then I got some clutch shoes from the Force shoe that looked pretty worn, you know. And I went to pull the springs out, man, and I can't get those springs out of any of these shoes. It's like they're melted in there or something. I mean, you could see how bad that lip is sticking out on that shoe, you know. So I mean, these could definitely use a replacement. So I just had these hanging on the wall, but I was like, dude, where the hell are the springs for these? I mean, you can't get them at A-Main. There's more of them. For some reason, A-Main doesn't stock these springs that come on these horseshoe clutches, which are just another whole one. Rubber bands. Reds rubber bands. Also, Reds makes these killer throttle return springs. They're not like the normal ones that start eating your carb boot. Those fit on the Reds carbs really well. the whole damn thing stays away from the carb boot. I got one on this engine right here. You can't see it in there, but yeah, I mean the rubber bands get all doused in fuel, and you got to switch them out. So I'm excited to try that on that 521. So I'm re-racking this 4-shoe clutch, and I try to pull these springs out. I'm like, oh my god, I can't get them out. So like, you know, I just run to the computer and try to find them on Amy, and I'm like, well, I'll just buy new springs. I mean, the shoes look pretty fucking thrashed. I'm not going to reuse those. I couldn't find those shoes, man, or those springs rather. So I had to go to the Reds Racing site and get these damn things shipped in from Italy or something. You know, like this is an international. Look. Oh, huh. Yeah, that's where these springs had to come from. Shipping was not cheap, so I was not expecting that. I mean, you couldn't get them on AMIN at all. So it got here pretty quickly, but come on, man. Give it another slash there. The old one-handed bandit here. Sure, we all got to do that for video's sake sometimes. It's in there somewhere. I feel something. All right, let me just set this down. Fucking Wolverine going through a camp tour over here. Come on, buddy. Crazy, man. Italy. Shit had to come all the way from Italy. Just some clutch springs. Which is kind of cool, though. Just a great legacy as far as nitro engines go from Italy. Like when your shit's coming from Italy, you kind of feel like, you know, like you're really doing the right thing, man. Whoa, and I got a bunch of them, 4 packs of them, so I can replace hella shoes. If the damn other shoes just melt into the spring and it becomes like this welded mess, here's my backups. So yeah, I got some engine clutch rebuilding here. Specifically for this, or I could just throw that on as well. I do have another race in Albany in a week at I-5 Raceway, new track that opened up here. Been camping at it a lot, getting a lot of practice in, a lot of fun, practicing my tuning, everything, man. So another thing I've been doing is I've been I quit putting the extra outerwear bag around my air filters, and I'm just swapping out air filters. Like, I mean, I'm trying to go through like 4 or 5 of them per day when I'm over practicing at I-5, and then up at races I'm gonna try to be switching them out every time. I used to just, you know, put the bag around them and not even switch them out for 3 days. Oh my god. So I think my engines will be breathing a lot better, but I gotta switch them out, you know, and so that's what I'm gonna do. And I've noticed better results, honestly. I lightly oil them. I don't over oil them. I think I was also over oiling my filters, and I just don't think my engines were breathing that well. So I'm just lightly oiling them and just switching them out. I did get some of these pre-oileds from Amazon, you know, for the Kyosho and everything. These suckers have a lot of oil in them. I mean, I don't know. I'll start railing through them, but I think I tried one and it just didn't seem like my engine was breathing that well. I bought a shitload of them. So, I just kind of went back to just piecing together my stock stuff and just running just a couple runs on them, literally just a couple runs, and then switching them out. And then I bring them home and I'll clean them up, but they're not that dirty, so they're kind of easy to clean. But alright, that's about it, y'all. I just kind of felt like talking before I could move on to my next thing. You know, it'd been a while since did a little talkie, so yeah, I wanted to show kind of my nitro engine incoming and outgoing. I got both, so just keeping it going. Alright, it's Sunday, better get ready for a work week, and shoot, racing's coming by next weekend. We're going to be racing under the lights. I'll try to hook up a head system video for one of my events over there at I-5. And yeah, so everybody, good night. Have a good day, good night. My name's Craig, High Desert Agro RC. Later on.